Those are the bells ringing at St. Peter's Basilica in Rome last Christmas Day. Whether it's coming from the Vatican or your local house of worship, the sound of bells ringing is indelible. As Dana Jacobson found out, those reverberations continue to resonate with us after centuries of technological advances, proving that bells are definitely here to stay.
For more than a century, the striking of clappers against the side of these bronze bells has been ringing vibrations across Upper Montclair, New Jersey.
Oftentimes, churches don't have real bells in their bell tower. There's a speaker that plays an electronic sound that sounds like a bell.
Sean Price is the director of music ministries at St. James Episcopal Church.
So it's very special to me to have actual real bells playing all the time.
This has to be different.
Yeah, it's truly a hands-on approach.
Price is a classically trained harpsichordist. But to learn how to tickle these keys, he had to take his training up to a whole new level.
There's a console set up on the second floor of the tower where I'm pushing a lever that's attached to a cord that's then attached to a pulley system that moves the clapper that hits the side of the bell.
Earlier this year, that intricate system which feeds the 11 bells above needed to be repaired. And it's no wonder. The bells have been in use ever since they were installed by the McShane Bell Company.
The bells were cast in 1918. June 11th is when the ledger was written.
When James Androuet acquired the McShane foundry last year, he took possession of the company's ledgers that date back to 1870.
The interesting thing is these bells were actually shipped via B&O Railroad. Some will say canal, so if they went on the Erie Canal or by boat.
The details for St. James include the note each bell was tuned to, along with the type of bolt used and total weight of each bell.
Unfortunately, we don't know how much they cost, and some of the original ledgers do show what each bell was charged for.
One float. I used to tell people that if my wife and I both rode Harley Davidsons, that would cost more than what I had in my bell collection.
Still, Neil Geppinger says he's spent tens of thousands of dollars amassing a collection of bells big and small.
Well, at its peak, I had more than 60. I must still have maybe 45 right now.
What do we love about bells and the sound of bells?
Well, they have a beautiful tone.
Geppinger bought his first bells as a way to call for his young children on their family farm in Iowa, just as his mother had done for him.
I didn't start out loving bells, that I acquired my first two.
Good job.
And then I found I really enjoyed the sound of church bells.
As his collection of bells grew, so did his interest in their history. 4 years ago, Geppinger cataloged his vast collection in a self-published book, Large Bells of America, A History of Bells and the Foundries That Made Them.
Because the sound carries so far, they've been used for alarm use, fires, in more modern days, locomotives, anything where you needed to get people's attention.
Geppinger says large bells date back to 400 AD when they were used to call people to church. He traces the earliest foundries in America to Paul Revere, who used bronze recycled from cannons to make bells after the Revolutionary War. Geppinger still owns one of Revere's bells. It's one of just a few he's holding on to. The rest are for sale.
My favorite bell of my collection, from the standpoint of the sound, is a 39-inch diameter McShane. It's just got a gorgeous tone. They cast their bells just a little thicker than their competitors did. It'll hold its hum note for a full minute. It's pretty special.
Music to the ears of James Androuet.
Well, the idea is to grow the company back into what it once was and to get the name back out there so people really realize what is there and what kind of bell they may have had in their tower. With over 100,000 bells cast around the U.S. and parts of the world, we're within a throwing distance of one of our bells.
She has the ability to strike them or swing them.
And with modern technology, programming a bell anywhere in the world is just a few clicks away.
So right now, this system is in Leonardstown, Maryland.
And while it all sounds good, demand for new bells isn't exactly what it used to be. 3 years ago, Whitechapel, Great Britain's oldest bell foundry, which manufactured America's Liberty Bell, closed its doors. In the United States, it's down to a small number of foundries that include Verdun in Cincinnati and the St. Louis-based McShane.
So is this a disappearing art form then? Casting bells?
While it is a disappearing art form, I don't think it will fully go away. I think there will still be the need for bells and the want for that and the beauty of it.
Like in Upper Montclair, New Jersey, where Sean Price has been playing for 15 minutes at noon each day since the start of the pandemic. The bell tower, built to honor the town's World War I veterans, now serving another purpose.
There are certain sounds that bring people back to a time in their life that may seem a little happier, perhaps, especially during the pandemic. This music has really inspired people. It's given people hope, and it's given people something to listen to and look out for every day.
Bells ringing the rest of the day.
I know.
Now, and I'm okay with that.
Yes, he
Good
must
stuff.
be very good. One wrong note and it's all over.